Hi everybody, it's Katie, and today I am doing a book tag for you. Now this is a book tag that I created, so I hope you guys like it. It is the superhero book tag. Obviously there is a lot of different superheroes, and to put them all in a book tag would be the longest book tag ever. So I just made this, and I might do a superhero book tag part 2. So, the first superhero is Thor, and that is a book set off of this world or out of this world. And for that, I chose Peter and the Starcatchers by Dave Barry and Ridley Pearson. This book is set in Neverland, the land in which Peter and the Lost Boys end up on in this magical fairy tale-like place. And this book is actually the prequel to the Peter Pan story that we all know, and it talks about how Peter actually gets to Neverland. And this is part of a series, and I adore and love this series. This next book on this is Iron Man, a book with advanced technology. And with that, I am using Dead Set by Richard Carey. I chose this book because as it does talk about, modern day world that we live in, but there's also the technology that brings our main character Zoe into the world of the dead, and that is advanced technology. And there's also the technology that is in the world of the dead that is more advanced than our technology. The next superhero is Deadpool, a book in which you could not stop laughing. And this is going to be a little bit mean. And I don't mean it to be mean, but it's Deadpool, so that book is Where She Went by Gail Forman. I chose this book because I really found it to be an unnecessary sequel. If I Stay was a perfect standalone book, and I loved If I Stay, and I loved the movie If I Stay. However, when it came to Where She Went, it just felt so forced. It wasn't even told from Mia's perspective, it was told from Adam's, which is totally different from If I Stay. And it was just, it felt off, and it felt forced, and it felt weird, and yeah. AntMan, a small but satisfying book. With that, I went with Freak the Mighty. This book I actually read in elementary school, and it's just kind of like a classic tale of not fitting in and then finding your place. And cool thing about this is it's autographed. And I think that this is a type of story that just really needs to be told. That, you don't have to fit in with the big main crowd. You can just fit in where you want to. And if it's a band of misfits, it's a band of misfits. Self-plug. The next book is Captain America, a book told in America. And with that, I did The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Mon Kidd. And this book is set in South Carolina in 1964. This book tells a story about a girl who, as a child, runs away from home because her father is abusive, and ends up with a group of sisters. And these sisters, it breaks the way that she was raised, because she was raised in a fairly privileged white community, and she comes to know these 3 black sisters and sees the world in a different perspective, and sees that there is more than the abusive life that she lived, and that everyone has their struggles, and it all depends on how you handle those struggles. Scarlet Witch, a mystery. And that I went Mojo by Tim Tharp. And this is a mystery in which a girl in high school goes missing. And a group of boys find out that they know more information about the girl and why she went missing. Upon telling the police, they find that they're not taken seriously, so they take it upon themselves to find the girl that goes missing. Wonder Woman, a book that puts you outside of your own narrative. With that, I went with The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. As you can tell, I am Caucasian. I am practically see-through Caucasian. I can't use backlighting because it'll make me glow. Okay, I'm that white. And this book takes place in a African-American community, with the main family being African-American, and talking about how the Black Lives Matter movement has caused and influenced their life in supporting them in a tragedy that takes place when Star sees her best friend killed by a police officer. Completely the different narrative than what I have. And so I appreciate this book for bringing me outside of my own narrative and putting me into a narrative that is different. Hawkeye, a book that made you go, huh. That I went with Who Censored Roger Rabbit. This is the book that Who Framed Roger Rabbit, the Disney half-animated, half-live-action movie is based off of. But let me tell you that this book and that movie are two totally different things, okay? But reading this book, there were multiple times where I kind of went, huh. And just the different twists and turns that this mystery took was both mind-boggling and genius at the same time. And finally, the last question of this superheroes book tag is Hulk, a book you wanted to smash. Now, before I go into what this book is, let me just say that I loved the series. The series is a great gateway series for those who want to become readers but don't know where to start. It's a good, easy read book, and it's a good place to start. This book, it had its points that I really just did not like, okay? And that book is Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. I'm pretty sure everyone can realize what I am talking about when I say that I wanted to smash this book. The fact that it changed perspectives halfway through to Jacob's perspective when the entire rest of the book series was in Bella's perspective was so infuriating to me. I definitely think that everything that was told in Jacob's perspective could have been told from Bella's perspective, or how about this, in third person? So that's it. That is all I have for the first booktube tag that I have created. I'm super excited to see if this tag gets picked up by people. I really hope it does, because I am quite proud of it. I am going to be tagging Poland Banana Books, Jessie the Reader. I watch their videos quite diligently, so that is why I am tagging them. If you want to do this tag and I haven't tagged you, then you're tagged. So, have fun doing this book. Have fun doing this tag. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have done this tag, and leave a link to it so that I can watch it. With all of that being said, follow me on all of my different social media. I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and Goodreads. I also have a website and an email that you can contact me on there as well, if you so choose. With all of that being said, insert a creative outro here, and I will talk to you later. Bye!